Hey guys, I'm Jet Tila, and this is Ready Jet Cook, where I take the mystery out of Asian cuisine by showing you how to make some of my favorite dishes from shop to cook. But before I get into it, it's time for you to take a second and subscribe now. Today I'm making Kung Pao shrimp. Kung Pao originated in Southwest China and is pretty popular in America. You've seen it with chicken, but I'm gonna show you a way better version using shrimp. Come on. When buying shrimp, make sure you buy raw, peeled, and deveined. It's gonna save you a lot of headache. And make sure you're getting at least medium to large shrimp. Don't buy those little baby ones. Thank you. So for Kung Pao, I'm gonna use two kinds of chilies. I've got my dried chilies de arbol. I'll show you how to toast them back in the kitchen. And I'm using chili garlic sauce, also known as sambal olek, which is a Malaysian or Indonesian chili paste. It's got a phenomenal heat, a balance of acidity, and it's got a nice garlic flavor. I'm gonna show you and my wife, Allie, how to put these together to make great Kung Pao. Allie, I know this is one of your favorite stir-fry dishes and the one that really kind of cemented what stir-fry is all about.
Yeah,
right?
It's a great introductory dish to stir-fry.
Stir-fry, as we all know, is a few groups of things put in the pan in the right order, the right time to create deliciousness.
How do you decide the order? That's always my first question. Do you put the protein in first? Do you put the chilies in first?
I didn't tell you this, but I'm actually gonna ask you to cook today. So, yeah, for real, don't freak out. So don't worry, for me, it's all about aromatics first, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up some aromatics, and then usually protein, and then veg. Whatever takes longer to cook is gonna go in sooner, right? So by the end of the dish, everything is cooked perfectly and it meets into a perfect stir fry. But can you toast some chilies?
Yeah, just don't put too much pow in my Kung Pao, okay?
You are the queen of cheesy liners, so prepare yourself. Let's start a counter. Bing, there's your first one. Right there. It's not about blistering these chilies. If you toast chilies or any spices in a dry pan, it opens up the flavors and in my opinion, it gets them more aromatic, right? It will increase a little spice, but I think it just increases flavor. Knife prep. For this dish, it's super simple. And I pulled out grandma's cleaver. We're starting with garlic. Check it out, you just pow, boom. Oh, there's pow again.
Oh, Kung Pao.
Kung Pao, there you go. I'm going flat, and then from flat, I'm just gonna do a little rough chop. And that's it. I don't like, no, not at all. I don't like over processing garlic because I don't want it to burn in that pan.
What do you look for in a toasted chili?
You know what?
What are the doneness signs?
That's a perfect question. I think you're looking for the skins to deepen in color. They're gonna go from kind of beautiful bright red to dark red, and I would pull them at dark red. After that, it's gonna look a little burnt. So yeah, just keep them moving. And you're gonna smell almost like a fruitiness, almost like what white pepper smells like, if that makes any sense.
So this one's starting
Yeah,
to...
so yeah, flip that over and you're good to go.
But the seeds will make it more spicy, right?
Absolutely, for sure. So if you're worried about that, you could actually buy seedless, stemless chilies. But what fun is anti-spicy spice? Like, what fun is not spicy spice? I would just use less and try to control that. All right, you're good. You're chilling for a minute. All right, and I'm gonna take you through the veg prep. So stir fry is really about super high heat. So don't cut anything too small. On onions, I'm just gonna do 1-inch dice, keeping it consistent, just like that.
So if I'm helping cook, does that mean I get out of dishwashing duty?
Well, how about this? This is kind of the perfect dish though for families that, A, we're on the run, right? Kids, busy, you don't want to do a lot of dishes, and everything's in one pan, so, but the answer is no, absolutely not. No, I'm kidding. Look, in our house though, when you cook, I do the dishes.
Right.
And when I cook, you do the dishes.
Right.
Right? So I'm taking both sides off of the bell pepper, I'm flattening out the bell pepper and just rolling the bell pepper over my knife. And then I take off the stem, and that's how you have perfect bell peppers. Isn't that cool?
So you're using the entire bell pepper?
As much as
Nothing
possible. Not the seed pod, but as much as possible. And here's that batonette, which is kind of like a French fry cut. And although these two look like they're different sizes, they'll kind of cook up at the same rate. Okay, last thing I gotta do is just green onions. And I don't wanna overthink this. Most people will do green onions as a garnish, kind of like nice and thin. I'm gonna flip it a little bit and go wider. So I want 1 to 2 inch pieces with a slight bias. And that's prep.
Sometimes it's confusing though, because you never know which parts of the green onion to use or not.
Yeah.
How do you decide?
You know what? Everything's edible except for the roots. And that's actually good for stocks or for compost. You know what you could do if you really want to do this methodically? Why don't you line up your board or your mise en place by order of things going so you don't have to think. So if I give you this line goes in first, which is the garlic, the nuts, and the chilies, your next line will be shrimp, your third line will be veggies, then you don't even have to think about it.
Perfect.
I've always taught people that stir fry is the culinary equivalent of a roller coaster ride. Once you start going, you can't like start crying and like
panic.
You can't get off the ride, right? You're committed, but it's okay to be committed because all your prep is ready to go. Hey, guess what?
What?
All your prep is ready to go.
Yes.
Why don't we start cooking? Your only rule as a stir fry cook is don't let anything stick, which means take your paddle and keep it moving. Keep it moving so it doesn't stick. All right, you ready?
Wait, keep it what?
Yeah, well, you're about to find out. A high temperature neutral oil, so peanut, canola, grapeseed. Shrimp cooks really quickly, so we're gonna really balance shrimp and vegetables because they're gonna cook about the same time. We're looking for white, wispy smoke, and I see that already, so.
So just right in the pan?
Yeah, because I'm not worried about any of these things overcooking. I'm gonna do garlic for you, so you don't
Okay,
get garlicky
great.
hands. See how much I love you?
Such a gentleman, I love it.
I don't wanna screw up your
Thank you for
neck.
doing garlic for me.
You don't have to do your
So I don't,
mess up.
it's really because the kids want me to smell like garlic later.
No, that's not true at all. I don't have to pay for more manicures. I'm kidding. So remember your mantra. Yeah, keep it moving. Just keep everything moving. Now, the next thing is gonna be your shrimp. So I'm gonna show you one more trick. Grab me that oil, sprig a little bit in there, spray it perfect. Now, by pre-oiling this, I'm not worried about it sticking to the pan.
What if it starts to burn? Then what?
If you feel the heat's getting away from you, add the next ingredient sooner.
Okay.
Because most of your ingredients come from the refrigerator, you know they're cold and that'll cool the pan down. I'm putting in your veggies now, preserving the green onion. You're gonna go right to sauce. First thing you're gonna do is oyster sauce. Right around here, a good amount.
How much?
Enough to make a nice brown sauce. So you've got about a quarter cup in there. Now, chili's up to you. You have some sambal there. Go for it. Get that stirred up together. And we've got a really great base stir fry. Now we wanna make sauce. People love sauce to kind of eat with rice, especially our kids. I'm gonna give you an assist. I'm gonna take that cornstarch. I'm gonna marry the cornstarch into the chicken stock.
Would this be like a slurry?
Very good.
Aha!
Wow, culinarian.
See?
Now just roll that right into there.
You have like a lot of nice brown bits on the bottom of this
Yeah,
pan.
so start scraping them off. We also call this deglazing. So you see how you've deglazed the pan there?
Oh, I love it.
You want it more spicy? I know, that's just me.
Hit me. No. I really, I want to be able to actually taste the food.
Do you know how you're gonna know if you have enough heat? I'm gonna taste it. It's real simple. While you're cooking, you always have a few minutes to kind of check.
It smells amazing.
Wow, that is really good. Turn your heat off and throw your scallions in there now.
Got it.
And I'm putting these in last because I don't want to over wilt them. I want them to still have some nice bite. And how about a pinch of pepper? Literally 2 to 3 drops of sesame oil. Literally, because you want just the aroma of sesame.
That?
Perfect, yep.
So how do you know when it's done?
A few things. One, you're cooking shrimp. So we know that shrimp should turn opaque and pink. 2, is the glaze nice and tight enough to coat rice? And it looks good to me. That's how you know it's done. So why don't you kill your heat? And we're ready to go. That looks phenomenal. Look at that.
Looks so good.
What did you think, honestly? So I know you've watched me make it a lot, and you actually made it this time.
Well, I mean, it's a good learning experience, right? You learn stir fry, you learn how to do things in a proper order so things don't burn.
Yeah. Was it hard or was it easy?
It was easy with your organization. It was easy, and it's kind of a nice, like, in a sense, one-pot meal because there's only one dish for you to wash.
That's right. Now, I mean, if you're kind of giving advice to people who've never made it before, any kind of key advice from you?
Just make sure you're organized before you start to cook. I think that's the best advice.
And then taste right before you serve. I think that is super key.
Well, always taste your food.
Right? Perfect accompaniment would be white rice or brown rice. We're doing white rice here. So there you have it, Kung Pao shrimp, Jet and Alley style. Should we take a taste?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Wow, you actually
So
cooked for
good.
me. Savory, a little bit of sour, like sweet and sour style, like Kung Pao style. Good amount of heat for me. Was it too spicy for you?
No, actually, I think we could have done a bump more pow.
Yeah, there you go. Pretty good for the kids, though. I think they would
This
totally
is perfect
eat
for the kids, yeah, not too spicy.
Wow, you cooked for me. I'm glad we got this on film. So if you want to see what else we like to cook at home, subscribe to check out more of our videos.
And head to the comments below to tell us what else you want to see us cooking.
We'll see you next time on Ready, Jet, Cook. Good job. More food.